Now wrestling at 141, Bernard Rawls of Long Branch versus Bonilla.
Okay, and here we have another favorite of Brick Memorial. Pete Bonilla comes in with an excellent 29-0 record, and he'll face Bernard Rawls from Long Branch, who comes in 23-3-1.
I think this is going to be a great match. Bonilla, of course, undefeated, but Rawls is very, very quick.
Very quick and strong. The two have met before this year, with Bonilla owning an 8-3 decision over Rawls. And Rawls gets the first two. As we mentioned, Bonilla sporting the new Memorial Siglet. Rawls in control here.
Minute and 20.
And Bonilla is out. No, just picks up the reversal. Did not give him an escape and a reversal.
Make you score 2-2.
2-2.
Out of bounds.
These two are going to go at it for 6 minutes here. Bonilla had a relatively easy time getting into the finals with pins in 1 minute over Tom Weber from Point Burrow, and then he pinned Joe DeMario from Manalapan in 1 minute and 35 seconds.
Who what we thought was perhaps one of the better freshmen here.
Oh, without a doubt.
Joe DeMario was in the 4th place. And one of the very, very few
third place
freshmen.
on is a story. You want to go over 3rd place here with Palazzo and fill us in on some of the things that have happened through the week with Bob?
Okay. 35 seconds left here at 2-2. Bob Palazzo hurt his elbow at the districts, as we knew. We saw that on television when he was wrestling Pete Bonilla, and they had to stop the match. Of course, and came down on it, and it swelled a little bit on him. So he was wrestling in the semifinals, and John DeMarco had a question of whether to try to have him beat Rawls here with one arm, literally with his elbow bothering him, or to try to take on DeMario in the consolation matches, who was a freshman. So we opted to figuring he could wrestle one good match, and he beat DeMario, and now goes on to Princeton. So Bob Palazzo hung tough. It's one of those nagging kind of things where you can't hurt it any worse. It's just very, very sore. So anyway, Palazzo finishes 3rd. Beat DeMario, who was a freshman from Manalapan.
Rawls chose the neutral position. As I mentioned, Bonilla holds a 8-3 decision over Rawls earlier in the year.
Looks like Bonilla's the only Mustang wearing a new uniform.
Yeah, a couple of the consolation wrestlers had him on also. I think it's more
going superstitious.
Exactly.
Bonilla in on the leg.
He's got a hold of that ankle, and
not quite.
Still nothing. No, they're out of bounds.
You see the quickness.
Very quick wrestlers out there as well as
Rawls.
During my coaching tenure at Ocean Township this year, Don, Bernard Rawls single-handedly beat the Big Red this year from his running back position and linebacking position. Just dominated the game and beat us 19-15.
Stalling warning on Rawls.
So he's a good football player as well as wrestler.
Bonilla in on the takedown. Rawls trying to counter. We're down to 1:09 in the period 2. Still 2-2 score. Now Rawls in on the leg.
Rawls very quick. Bonilla trying to counter it. They're going to stalemate it here.
Bonilla's just hanging on, looking at the referee to call stalemate. You can tell the maturity there. Bonilla knew that would be a stalemate. Just stayed there, waiting for the referee to call it.
Benicia is returning 135-pound Region 6 champion. Moves up one weight class this year. Like those new uniforms, Ken?
They're sharp.
Colorful.
Very stylish.
Trying to bring that arm in, drag it by.
In on that leg, pulling it in.
Switched it into a single. So he went from an arm drag into a single.
23 seconds left, period number 2.
2-2 here.
I thought there'd be a little bit more scoring going on.
A lot of wrestling, but no scoring. Each of these two are neutralizing each other because they share quickness. Rawls looks like he may pick up 2. Pete trying to kick out here. You see Rawls has a hold of Pete's ankle.
Like another stalemate call coming.
5 seconds.
Pete Benicia has to hold on to the ankle. There it is. All right, 3 seconds. 2-2.
This gentleman repping, who is he, Don? I'm not familiar with him.
Ted Clashon.
You know where he's from, Ed?
No, I don't. Tony Griffith, the assistant referee. Benicia chooses down. A good position there, Don?
Yeah, I think so. There was no takedown, so he thought better of staying off his feet. Now he knows he needs an escape point to win.
Looking for the escape.
Trying to switch out. Very, very close.
And he gets the switch.
No re-switch on Rawls' part.
4-2 Benicia.
So Benicia in the first 5 seconds of the third period here switches out. So it took Pete about 5 seconds. Benicia trying to put tilt points. Elevating with the feet in the back. You can see the feet kicking up in the air.
I don't know if he had any out there.
We're talking about it. Both referees are talking to each other. Looks like he did not give any.
Of course, any tilt points here would be very big. Stalling on the bottom.
1 point on the top.
5-2.
That's a big point right there. Rawls looks like he's out of gas, Don.
Yeah, he looks a little tired.
1 minute to go.
He's not bringing his knees up under him.
Now they're out of bounds there. Now the talk here is for the escape, and they decide to give it to him.
Made it neutral.
5-3.
53 seconds ago, 5-3.
The question there, Don, was whether he was out of bounds or in bounds when he did face him.
Well, there was 2 questions. Question 1.
Referee goes down and the crowd reacts. That happens in every sport, doesn't it?
The two questions before, whether Benicia had any back points or not. That was the first discussion, and the second one was an escape point by Rawls.
Rawls needs to take down here now to tie this match up. Benicia content with winning 5-3 right here. He's just got to stay aggressive.
There's Warren Reed, who saw his man.
He's settled down now. He's settled down a little bit now.
Happens so often here that when you get ahead and you take your own aggressiveness away, sometimes you take your own.
No, they were out of bounds on that one. Of course, Warren is gathering up his strength, Ken, for that big heavyweight match with Timmy Ryu.
I don't think he can top what he did after.
Well, if Ryu wins, we'll see.
That was some act. We're going to book that one on the stage. 10 seconds. They stop it. Out of bounds.
Benicia.
Benicia.
All right, we're down to 5. Looks like Benicia's going to win here.
5-3 winner, Pete Benicia.
There it is. Benicia does it, Rick Memorial.
No points, 5-3.
Benicia's not happy with himself, as
He
you
doesn't look
saw
happy
there.
at all.
However,
he won by looking at
that's a 2-time winner right there at 135 last year, 141 this year.
Representing District 24.
Benicia in the center there on the awards platform on the #1 spot. Palazzo took 3rd place, and Rawls
Bernard Rawls second.